So you're probably watching this video because you want to become a millionaire like everybody else you see on the internet that says they got a mem coin and they became a millionaire. So if you want to become a millionaire trading mem coins, well, I have the best Solana coins that are going to probably get you there as long as you play your cards right. Now, remember, this is not financial advice. So one thing I want to let you know, if you do want to become a millionaire, hit that like button and let's supercharge your crypto journey. So the coins I'm going to mention right now are safe coins. These are coins that I believe are not going to have huge growth like right now. But if you leave a little bit of money in there in a couple months, maybe a year, you're going to return. You're going to look at your wallet. You're going to be like, man, I'm a millionaire. Preach on. Come back to the channel and let me know if you were able to, get to that place. So these are Solana coins, and we did have a base coin video. So if you guys are into base, you're more than welcome to check that out. And let's get started with the ones I have here. So we're going to talk about cat in a dog's world. So one interesting thing here, I'm also going to give you nice little entry points so you guys know exactly when to come in, when to exit, when do I think, it's a good option to get in here, and how much money you should probably drop in here. Now, if you aren't a millionaire, you're not going to have $1,000 to put into every single one of these coins. You probably have $20 to $100. I would suggest, not financial advice though, just dump a little bit into every coin and you will be able to get something back. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. So this coin is pretty new. It has a 322, let's say a $300 million market cap. And I believe this one is destined to hit to 1 billion. Now, how fast it's going to get there? We don't know. It could be months, it could be a year, or it could be a couple of days, but it's going to blow up eventually. And one interesting thing to note about this one's a very new one. So we go back, trace this back 3 months here. You're going to notice that this one actually started really low here, and then it skyrocketed, and then we get this downward trend. So what basically you want to look for whenever you're looking at these coins, because these are long-term coins, okay? So these are coins you're going to want to hold for a little bit. You're going to look where the resistance is. As you guys see right here, this is a resistance point. Unfortunately, it went down further from this. So now we got to find a new one, right? Which would theoretically be this one, but now we actually broke that. So we want to see where this coin pretty much stabilizes, and you just get this over and over and over till like that line. When you see that line, that is when you want to buy in. Right now, it's looking like it's going to be here. All right. So that's where it's looking like. Like this is going to be the one. Okay. So you want to make sure you just keep an eye on this. And if this keeps going the same way, just keeps going like this, that's where you want to buy in, because eventually you're going to get a little boom here. And that is where you want to get your profits. So right now would probably be a good time. I don't see no more of a downward turn here when it comes to this particular coin. I really don't see it going down a little bit, but let's go ahead. Let me just clear everything out here. But the great thing here is I don't see it like spiking further down. Now, I do want to give you a quick point though here when you're looking at this coin, because you're going to want to make sure you get in here at the lowest point possible, because you want to have the most returns when you buy this coin. So what we're looking at here, let me go ahead and click on this here, is you want to be seeing here, this is the resistance point here. So the lowest this coin, I believe, could possibly go is all the way down here. Okay. That's the lowest I feel the coin will go. So if it does keep going down, trending here, I don't think it's going to go any further than this. And this is probably going to be your nice little entry point. And when you get this entry point, this is going to eventually go up. Okay. So this is a really good coin. It's called Cat in a Dog's World. This is a really good coin. I believe this could 20x to 40x, even 60x, even further, but it's going to take a little bit of time. All right, so the next one is the most famous one, and this one right here is called Dog with Hat. Now, a lot of people are like, how in the world is this coin $3.36, and am I too late to actually get into this coin? And the answer to that is you're not really late, to be honest. I wouldn't say you're super early, but you're still going to be able to make a good amount of money. Now, the play here is, once again, we're looking for stability of where this coin is going to start to get ground, okay? So the main thing we're going to be looking for here is we have two sets of things. Let me draw a quick line here. So we have this stability point right here, okay? So theoretically, this coin could go all the way back down here, which I highly doubt. I personally feel like this coin is going to find its ground right here. Okay. And when it finds its ground right here, because as you can see, it's going to keep going down. It could stop right here, but I think it's going to get all the way down here. This is where you want to buy in, because when this coin gets down here, it's going to probably be like $3, maybe $2. If it gets to the $2 range, that's when you want to buy in, because it's going to eventually go back up to $3. So as you see right now, we're in a downward trend. You just want to make sure you keep an eye on this chart. If it goes below $2, this is going to be a sign you got to buy in like right now, before it dips even, before it gets to a point where you can't have another entry point. So basically what we're playing here, we're trying to get in to be able to make money. And this is a coin that's really, really safe. You just got to know when to enter. That could give you some good funds back. Once again, these are long-term plays, guys. These are not going to be something like where you put in your money and you exit right off the bat. These are going to be something that's going to take maybe a month, maybe 2 months, maybe, like 6 months, 8 months. But eventually you'll get your money back. That's what I'm saying. Drop a little bit of snippets of money if you possibly can, and then just sit back, look at the charts, and take your profits when you're up a lot, and leave the rest of the money back in there so you can make some cash. So this is gonna be the dog with hat. All right. The next one we have is Slerf. Now this is a very interesting coin. If you don't know the backstory of this coin has a ton of volume, but we're in a downward trend, as you guys are noticing right here. Eventually, this coin is going to find some stability ground here. Right now, we thought this was going to be the stability ground. Unfortunately, it wasn't. Okay. So we have to look at where else it's going to stop. So we have this one. It broke that. Okay. So now we have this one right here, which is this line right here. And it still seems to be going down even further. Now, the great thing about this coin is that it's such a good coin when it comes to the liquidity and the market cap, that it could only go a certain level down. It can't go any further down, okay? Right now, the coin is at 36 cents. Eventually, this coin got all the way to, I believe it was a $1.19 or $1.20, something around there. The more this coin goes down, the more you want to keep an eye on it, because eventually right now, we're looking at a downward trend. I don't know where the bottom is. Right now, it could, this could be it right here. We could get some stability right here on this side, right here. It hasn't crossed that, but we could get some stability right here. Okay. Now, if we do get some stability, this is where you want to buy in. Now, if this keeps going further down, okay, if it keeps going further down, then this is a good entry point, because you can't go any further down, if that makes perfect sense. So if this coin, let's say right now it's at 36 cents, if it drops below 20 cents, I would suggest you buy the coin, and this coin eventually will get to over $1. So, you just think about how much money you're going to be making off that. And that is lowballing it. Okay. It could probably go even higher than dog with hat, $3, $4. This is a really safe coin. It doesn't have the meme effect as WIF does, but with the volatility on this coin and the price value, because you can't really make more coins or burn more coins, this is going to be a coin that eventually is going to take off. How long that's going to take, we don't know, but it definitely will take off and will hit all-time highs I wouldn't say very soon, but eventually it will. So really good coin to invest. The next coin we have, this is going to be one of these coins that you might say it's too late to enter, and this is Doland Tremp. This is a very memeable coin, but the great thing about this coin, as you notice right here, we look at the chart here, you're going to notice one particular thing. It's never really dipped, okay? It's always had upward momentum. As you notice right here, we get a dip, but it doesn't go below it, all right? So we get a dip here. We get a more going up here, and we get a dip, but it doesn't go below it. We get a dip. This is where a lot of people actually bought, and they were able to make a ton of money, because it looked like it was going to go break this. It sort of broke it, but it bounced back up. And then we got this huge spike. All right, some people bought here, another huge spike. And what's happening again? We're getting another downward trend, but it's not going to break this, but it's going to come close. If you notice, that is the pattern. Right now, it's sitting at 67 million market cap. This is definitely going to break the million. And if Trump gets elected, this is going to blow up. This is going to be huge. So I would suggest just keep watching the downward trend. Watch where this is going to break. I do feel like it might drop. It might drop like around here. Let me draw a little line so you guys keep in mind. It might drop down here and hit here. This is where you want to buy in, because it's going to go back up. Eventually, we're seeing a lot of stability here. But if this goes a little bit further down, this is where you want to buy. And this coin will not go below this at the current moment. And the more we get closer to November, the more you're going to be able to make money, the faster you get in. But you want to get in at the bottom part of this chart right here. This is going to be Tremp. You're going to be able, this is going to be a little bit faster return than the other ones I'm going to mention. All right, so the next one we have, guys, is this one called the Book of Mem. And if you want to know, I actually got, I put some money in here. And if you actually want to know, we're going to play a guessing game. If you want to know exactly when I got in, let me know which one it is. So I'm going to give you 3 scenarios, all right? So let me tell you guys, did I get, this is going to be A, okay? This is going to be B, and this is going to be, hold on, let me put another one. This is going to be C, all right? Let me know where you guys think I actually bought this coin at. Did I buy it at A, B, or did I buy it in C? I want to know in the comment section down below, and then we'll share that in a further video so you guys can see some of the plays we've made, which are pretty interesting. So this is another coin. The great thing about this coin is you notice the same pattern that we have with Doland Tremp. It's never gone down, all right? We've always get little spikes, but it's not going down. So the great thing about that is we know it has stability, has really good funding, has really good surge, and it's never going to go below this. So what's the next entry point, right? That's the main thing here. So as you notice right here, we have this low entry point. I believe that's going to be it. So we put this right here. We're looking here. Whenever this goes below this, which I doubt that it will ever go below this, or when it gets close to this line, this is where you want to buy, because this is going to eventually get listed on some, it's already listed on some big exchanges, but expect like a Coinbase exchange right now listing very soon. Right now it's sitting at a 600, plus a million market cap. It's going to definitely hit the 1 bill and even further. You can even go 10 bill. Right now it's only 12 cents. This is definitely going to hit $1. So you're going to want to make sure you play this entry very soon. How fast it's going to hit the $1, we don't know, but this is a really good play for long term. The next one we have is when. This is going to be basically when is this going to actually take off? Same thing right here we have with Doland Tremp. Notice we got a bunch of spikes, but it never goes down. So really good entry play. This is a little bit lower one because it only has 200 million market cap. Definitely going to hit $1 billion, but this one's gonna take a longer term here, just because it's got to list in a couple of exchanges. But a really good entry point. All right, so the next one we have, guys, is, let me put this to 3 months here. This is gonna be a very interesting coin because right now it's gone kind of low. It's already hit the $1 billion market cap, but we're downtrending here. Now, the thing you want to notice here is you want to notice where these spikes have going. So see this big spike right here? Same big spike that we got here, okay? We got a little downward trend, which is what's happening here. And this is going to rock bottom. Now, is it going to go all the way down here? No. So this is going to be like somewhere here. I'm going to draw the line, and you guys can get an idea of where this is going to go. And if the coin gets to this part right here, that is when you want to buy in. Bonk is, I personally believe it will hit $1. It's already been listed on Coinbase. So this is inevitable that it's going to blow up. So this is a really good, I wouldn't say right now it's a really good entry point because I think it's going to go a little bit further down. So that's when I would try to get in. I still think it's going to hit this entry point where I'm saying. And that's when you want to buy in, and eventually the coin will take off, especially right now when we get a lot of money coming in after the whole Bitcoin thing gets done. So that's this one right here. The next one is Myro. Myro is another really good coin. Basically, the Solana founder is the one that has this dog named Myro. This is a good play. 200 market cap. I believe this is definitely at least going to hit 800 million eventually. Same thing we noticed here. Not too many downward trends. We got this big spike. It didn't break, so it still didn't break. We got another upward spike. It still didn't break. I believe this might go down all the way down here, which is not a little bit. It's not super down, but I believe it's going to go down here. That is when you want to enter and buy. Once you see this little, this part right here, that's what you're going to enter. It's not going to go any further than that, but we are going to be going back up. So this is a really good entry point to Myro, especially right now where there's so much congestion in Solana. Not a lot of people are buying, so right now is a really good time to buy. So when people come back and buy, you guys already have a nice position and are ready to take off. All right, so the next one, guys, we want to mention. This is mostly going to be a play that you just want to keep an eye on. This is going to be a fast liquidity, a fast exit one. It's called Peng. Now, the thing with Peng is you did notice that right now it hit rock bottom. So it hit all the way down here, the super down here. We got it started spiking up. The reason I want to mention this one is because this is going to drop down again. Okay, so just expect it to drop down again. And this is going to be more of a short-term play. So you can just get a couple money back to get it onto the long-term plays. Because this is going to do the little spike. It's going to maybe kick a little bit further up. It's going to drop back down. This is where you want to buy. So when it hits right here, you want to buy. And then just wait for that little, little spike to get that 40%, 60% more. And then exit out and then, just pretty much move it somewhere else. The next one we have, guys, is Ponke. Now, Ponke, I believe, is going to definitely blow up. Right now, it's sitting at 31 million market cap. This is going to blow up eventually. And it's kind of like a sleeper, to be honest. And one thing you want to notice here, let me put it in 3 months here, is it's a very interesting coin because it had a really good start, as you notice right here, but it had a big drop, okay? And then eventually, it got a nice little spike here. And once again, you're noticing spike, drop, right? Spike, drop, right? Solid ground. Spike, drop, same thing. So eventually we're going to be getting another one. The thing you want to notice when you're looking at this is that this is always moving in an upward trend, okay? So it's not going down and then up and then down. It's always going up. So eventually if you had this spike, you're eventually going to have another spike. The key here is identifying where you get these solid floors. So these solid floors, I believe, are going to be right here as well. So this is going to drop down right here. This is going to be it's going to hold the floor. And once we get the, holding on the floor, we're going to get this another little nice spike like we did here. So like this spike right here. And, it's like this little spike right here. You get the same little spike right here. And eventually, you would think this was a little spike, but if you see the pattern, it's going to keep going down. And eventually, this is not the spike. It's going to go down again, and then we're going to get another nice little spike. And what else are we going to get? It's going to new all-time high, and that is when you get your profits, because eventually, if you look at this, let me click here, you're going to notice that the next one should be right there where I marked it, right? So that's where you're going to be getting your nice little profits with this one called Ponke. The last one is Smog. Now, this is one that took a lot of people by surprise. A lot of people didn't think this was going to blow up, but it actually blew up. All right, so let's go ahead and put this into 3 months. I believe it's like at least a month old, if I remember correctly. We have a very interesting coin. Now, one thing that's interesting here is that this was a really good entry point in the sense of getting in early, because this is under 200 million market cap, okay? And we don't know what the bottom is at the current moment. So right now, it looks like the bottom is going to be this right here. I personally feel that that's not going to be the bottom. I feel like the bottom is going to be down here. So I feel like this is eventually going to go down to like right here. It's going to go down a little bit further, and it's not going to go any further than that. And the great thing about this coin is that we only have one spike, okay? The great thing is on this one, you're kind of early because you're going to be waiting for 3 spikes. So basically what's going to end up happening with this coin is you're going to see this. You're going to notice the pattern. We're going to get to this spike. All right, we're going to get an upward trend. We're going to get another spike, not here, but, a little bit further. Let me actually move this so you guys can get it more visual effect here. All right. So we're going to do this. We already have this nice spike. Okay. It's going to be in a downward trend. It's going to hit the floor. So hit right here. We get this right here. Pop, 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 pop. And then we get a spike right here. All right. And then we get another downward trend. And then another spike, and that's when you want to get your money. How long that's going to take? I mean, this could take a couple months. It could take maybe a year. But eventually, this coin will start getting listed in more exchanges, and you're going to see this pattern. But those are the top Solana coins you can pick up right now that could easily make you a millionaire, or at least give you financial freedom, which is what I think everybody wants. So if you want financial freedom, if you want to become a millionaire, hit that like button, check out those other videos. And if you're new to the channel, or if you're new to crypto and you have any questions, drop them in the comment section down below. We'll try to answer them as quickly as we possibly can. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys on the next video.